everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kat, and for today we're going to be looking at chaos cosmetics because there's not enough chaos out there. That's cheesy. I never even said it. So essentially what I have is I got this collection, which just already, this is the cutest little baggie. It's like coral that's like multicolored. It's the cutest thing ever. I mean, their packaging for their stuff is really, really cute. And this was essentially a holiday collection that they had. And it is still showing up on their website as coming soon. And so I am wondering if that means that it might be reoccurring so that like maybe next year around the holidays, it will become available again. So I actually have some clarification for you guys on this real quick. They are doing a restock tomorrow, the 23rd of January at 9 a.m. MST time. So that's 9 a.m. Arizona time. And that is the last restock that they're going to do of the Yule Lad collection, as well as multi-chromes and a lot of their other products. So make sure you guys go check that out at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. But I really wanted to show you guys because they do have a ton of other things available on the website besides just this. They do also have multi-chromes, and as we know, I love a good multi-chrome. But I was going to show you guys this collection, which is from the Yule Lads Collection. And so every single one of these pigments is like named after a particular Yule Lad, and they're essentially, I would say, like dwarves that are looking to do bad things, is essentially the gist that I'm getting. And so they each have really like kind of funny names. For instance, this guy is Sheepcoat Claude, and we have another one that is Pot Scraper. So they're just, they're really funny names, and they also have just the cutest pictures on the covers of each of them. And so it's just, honestly, like, this is just the cutest stuff ever. Like, if you're into, like, Grimm's fairy tales or some of the other, like, off-kilter type fairy tales, this would be right up your alley. And so I wanted to just go ahead and swatch all of these for you guys. And they did also include 2 additional shades as like a little gift for me, which I thought was really cute. And one of them is Yuletide, which is more of like a lilac-y purple. And the other one is Polar Vortex, which looks kind of like a greenish blue silver shimmer. In preparation for this, because loose pigments are not my forte, I did look up literally how to use loose pigments because I attempted to use some other loose pigments earlier today where I was like, I'm gonna film this other video. It did not go great at all. I literally stopped halfway through because I was like, this is a complete disaster. So I looked up how to use them, and for anyone else that is curious on how to use loose pigments, there are many ways, and the video that I used, I will actually link down below so that you guys can learn as I did. But the channel that did this was Lauren Dellafera, and she is someone that I have watched for a little while now, does really, really great tutorials, and this particular tutorial was awesome because she did like, rather than like talking to you like I'm gonna be doing, she had her camera like face down towards the pigments where she was just showing you all the different methods, the different types of brushes and everything. And so I thought that was really, really cool. But for this video, we are just going to be focusing on 2 different types of swatches, one being with just a dry brush swatch, and the other one I am going to be using my Makeup by Mario. It's just a mixing liquid. I have a couple other mixing liquids, but this one is definitely the easiest one to dispense. And so I'm going to be using this guy. You can pretty much use any type of mixing liquid that you want with them. I'm going to use this guy. I'm not going to be using a glitter glue or anything like that. I just these 2 methods. That's all we're going to go with. But I wanted to show you guys all of this because I have just been getting so into indie brands lately, and Chaos Cosmetics is one that I feel like doesn't get a ton of screen time from other YouTube creators, and so I'm really kind of wanting to introduce more and more of some of these smaller name indie brands to you guys so that everyone can kind of experience how great they are. Okay, so we are just going to go ahead and jump right into all of the different shades that came in this collection. And just to show you guys again this little baggie, it's like the cutest thing. Like all the multi-chromy colors. I am such a sucker for this type of thing. Like, it's just, you give me one cute thing and I'm gonna be like, I love you forever. So yeah, it's just, the cuter the better. All right, so there are 5 of these where they actually included little storylines for each of them, but I feel like many of the names can kind of give you the gist. So I'll only read those 5 as if I have any others that I can read, because they only provided 5. What are we even doing here? I will also show you guys the pictures on the front, because those tell all of the stories. Picture is worth 1,000 words. Why am I being weird? So the first one that we're gonna start off with is a Sausage Swiper, and this is like a lovely looking shade. So Sausage Swiper is someone that likes to hide in the rafters and swipe sausages that were being smoked. All right, so I am going to take just a little bit with my plain brush. So we have just a plain brush here. And I'm going to dip into the pigment. That is not as loose as I was expecting, so that's kind of cool. So I could even almost potentially just not worry about it being loose powder. But here we go. Here's swatch numero uno. Just a very nice brown. And one of the things that I learned while watching Lauren's video is that as you are mixing these things, it is best to not drop the liquid straight onto the powder. It is best if you put the droplets next to it and then slowly mix the powder in, because then that way you limit the potential to like over liquefy or under liquefy it. And so we're going to test that out. So I'm going to do 2 drops to start. All right, so we are going to then dip into that and do another swatch next to it. Oh, wow. Yep, definitely go with the liquid. As if there's any question on which route we should be taking, we should use a liquid. So, you know, whatever. So this is swatch number 1, and you can really see what a lovely, like, coppery brown shade that is. Just super duper pretty. Love that already. And because we didn't end up tapping into everything, we can put the excess back. I'm telling you guys, I learned so much after the disaster that was this morning. Like, not only am I prepared with, like, knowing how to do this a little bit better, I have like tissues off to the side to clean everything up. It was an absolute disaster this morning. I literally wasted like 2.5 hours of my life trying to figure this shit out. And oh my God. So this is already a vast improvement on what was happening earlier. Oh my God. I don't even know how to like explain just how much of a disaster that was. But oof. So this is already, we learned so much today. All right, next up, we will jump into that Sheepcoat Clod. This guy does not have a story to go along with it, so we are just gonna jump straight into that shade. And it looks like this one, all the sparkles. Okay, we're gonna go again with just lightly tapping into it with the brush. So here we go with this one. And looks actually kind of similar to this guy, but I can tell you that in person, it's definitely way more gray. And whereas this guy only has kind of goldish coppery sparkles, this one has blues and purples and yellows in it. So very, very interesting for that one. So I am super duper excited to see what that guy ends up looking like. It seems like 3 drops is working best, in case anybody was curious as to how this is going. For a second there, it looked like it wasn't wanting to mix in with it, and I was like, what is this? What is happening? Here we go. I'm gonna tap in with the brush, get that on there, and here we go. There you are. So it definitely has some purplish blue mixed in with kind of this almost yellow undertoned gray. So that's very interesting for that shift. I really like that one. Holy cow. Okay, I am on board. And I think what we're gonna do, because I feel like this guy was a little bit more wet than this first one because I was using the same brush. So this is gonna be our wet brush. And I do have another one that will be our dry brush, just so that that way we're not cross-contaminating. Look at me using sciencey terms. So next up, we have the pot scraper, which this guy also does not have a storyline, and so we will just be jumping right in with this one. Ooh, okay. So this guy is also looking very, very interesting. So we'll go in with that dry brush first. Okay. Okay, so there it is with just the dry, and you can already kind of see there's a bit of a purple shift to that. That's gonna be super duper pretty. Okay, I'm excited. Here we go with the wet one. All right, there we go. Oh, holy smokes, look at that. What a difference using that stuff makes. Oh man, you can really see the blue. Wow, that is beautiful. A little bit of purple from back here. Man, all right. These are really, really nice. Okay, next one up, we have Door Slammer, which is this guy right here. Looks awesome. Ooh, okay. So first thing with the dry brush, looks like it's gonna have a little bit more of a reddish tint to it. Ooh, kind of, okay. Definitely see a bit more purple in there as well as some of the red tone. So that's very interesting. All right, here we go with this guy. There we go. That is just absolutely lovely. You can really see the red and a little bit of a purplish tint, some brown in there. That is just such a rich shade. Really beautiful. Definitely has some purple flecks of glitter inside of there. Very, very nice. Man, okay. I like how this one's starting to crack. Not because it's dry and cracking, but because of my arm hair. I'm a woolly mammoth, apparently. All right, next up we have Spoon Licker, which for this guy we have the story of poor Spoon Licker must sneak into kitchens at night to satisfy his hunger. Oh, this one's gonna be blue. And we all know how I feel about blue. Okay, I think this is gonna be the last one for this arm before I clean it off, and then we'll get started on the next round. Yes, because there are 10 shades total, 5 and 5. I like where your head's at. I can do math. All right. Man, I'm in a weird mood tonight. I don't know what's going on, but it's a fun night. All right, here we go. So it's like purplish greenish blue. Because right now it looks grayish green in the monitor, but when I'm looking at it, I see purple and navy. That's interesting. That is a super cool shade. I don't even know what to do with that yet. All right, we're gonna mix it and do the wet one. All right, here we go. Oh my. Okay, this is a multi-chrome. Confirmed multi-chrome, guys. Confirmed multi-chrome. It's a thing. All right, I was not ready for a multi-chrome. I did not remember that those would be in here. All right. So it's looking greenish blue, but like when I look at it, all I am seeing is purple. I swear to God, that is all that I am getting. I don't know how to turn my arm so that you guys would get that. It's all just greenish blue, but I promise I am seeing purple. That is, oh, easily my favorite. Holy cow. All right, we are Spoon Licker. All right. Man, just from maybe back here, can you, nothing purple, come on. No? Okay. Okay. All right, on to the next 5. I am having so much fun. This is, oh my goodness, this is awesome. These shades are fantastic. I am blown away so far. These are coming out so nice. I mean, so good. Okay, next up we have bowl licker. So bowl licker is someone that would hide under beds waiting for someone to put down their bowl, which he then steals. It's looking like this guy might be purple. We remember what happened last time we thought something was purple. Dry brush first. Oh, I'm seeing some gold flecks in there already. So this is definitely a very light lilac shade. And in the camera, I'm seeing a little bit of some blue flecks, definitely the purple and some gold flecks as well. So definitely an interesting shift. I'll be very interested to see just how different it is after we have mixed it all up. Here we go for the wet swatch, which I'm very much interested in seeing. That is such a beautiful, like royal purple. Love it. That is gorgeous. Okay. And I can still definitely see in person those gold flecks that are intermittent with it, but that is a gorgeous purple. Absolutely love that. I think probably along with like the blues and the greens that I really like, I think a nice purple is probably like 3rd on my list as favorite color to use. I don't know what it is about red that I just don't, I'm not like, reddish is not my thing. I don't know. Okay, next up we have Skyr Gobbler. And for those of you that are unfamiliar, skyr is a type of Icelandic yogurt, essentially just a super high protein yogurt. I had it while I was vacationing in Iceland. I want to say, what was it, 2019? Maybe 2018? I don't even remember anymore. But while I was stationed in Germany, I went to Iceland for about a week and had some of the skyr yogurt, and that stuff is delicious, let me tell you. All right, so this one looks like it's going to be a very pale iridescent shade because it is looking awful like unicorn white in the pan. So here's the dry swatch. Let's see what we got. And potentially, depending on how this guy looks, maybe we could be used as a highlighter if I'm not liking it for my eyeballs. There we go. Ooh. Oh, it's like a bluish purple shimmer, and having that next to that purple, okay. So I'm getting a ton of blue as I look at it here, but then in the camera, definitely saw where that purple was coming from. I mean, the fact that this showed up in the camera at all lets me know that this is gonna be wild after we put it with the mixing liquid. All right. Here we go with the wet swatch. There we go. So we're definitely seeing more of the purple and blue coming out after mixing it with the mixing liquid. Still very nice, but this could definitely be used like on its own if you use the mixing liquid along with it. But I think that using it with a dry brush, this would make a stunning highlight as well. So very multi-dimensional for that one on what we can use it for. So I really think that that's a cool shade, very fun. Next up we have Gully Gawk. He essentially hides in gullies, waiting to sneak into the cowshed to steal milk. Okay, this is definitely gonna be a deeper shade. Looks like it's got purple and blue, maybe some yellowish and pink, so just a lot of things. Here we go. So just another nice navy kind of shade as I'm looking at it right now on the camera. But I can definitely see at least some gold flecks in there, some purple, maybe some pink as well. So this is gonna be a very interesting one. Honestly, like, let me see if I can tilt this enough to where you guys can see it. Because this is what I imagine if you were to go down into like a fantasy coal mine, because obviously real coal mines don't look like this, but in like a fantasy world coal mine, and where they have like pretty diamonds and all kinds of other like shimmery things. This is what I imagine that you would see that kind of shimmery sparkle. That is super pretty. All right, here we go with the wet swatch. Okay, so definitely seeing the blue to a purple shift. I'm really glad that the camera's kind of able to pick up a little bit on that shift, because that is absolutely beautiful. But what's interesting is I do kind of like this grayish tone that it gives off with the dry brush. I think that's also very pretty, but this is just super. What's funny is, like, as I'm looking at it from here, I can see around the edges the navy blue, but primarily the purple with the gold, which is very similar to the purple with the gold flecks up top here. So that's kind of cool that it just has definitely more of a duochrome shift to it while still being similar to one of the other shades. That's nifty. Okay, we are down to the last two shades. So this one is Candle Beggar, and I think we can kind of guess based on that what shade this is going to be, but it's going to be a beautiful gold. So first up with the dry brush. It's almost like a peachy gold. Maybe not peachy, more apricot-y, because it's a little bit more of a yellowish tint, I think. But that is very, very pretty. Has lots of green and yellow flecks in there, as well as some orange. That's a very pretty shade. Here we go with the wet swatch. I am seeing a lot of yellowish green as I look at it right now, with maybe just ever so slight a hint of that orange. Yep, that's definitely a really nice orange to green duochrome shift. That is beautiful. Really, really like that one. Okay, that's probably one of my top 3 shades. Yep, very, very nice. And then the last shade is going to be Window Peeper, and he would peep through windows searching for things to steal. So I'm getting a lot of a similar theme, that all of these guys are varying degrees of thieves, so that's kind of fun. All right, and oh, what a way to end this, guys. We're ending it on a teal bluish green shift. A shade after my own heart. All right, I'm excited. Here we go with the dry swatch first. I'm definitely seeing blue with maybe a little bit of purple in there, which it would appear that you guys on the camera are getting definitely the blue with a little bit of the green in the middle there. So that's interesting. Okay, let me mix this guy up and then we will see what this one looks like as the final wet swatch. Oh man. I have a nail polish shade that looks an awful lot like this. That is easily my favorite nail polish. So this is just, oh man. All right, here we go. And again, I'm seeing a lot of purple. Purple with a little bit of blue. Oh my god. And you guys are the purple. What are you even? This is green. Green and blue. Oh my gosh, that is so, so pretty. Oh my god, so that's a multi-chrome. Absolutely. So there are 2 multi-chromes in this collection, and then several duochromes, and then several just really beautiful metallic shades. Wow. Okay. I am absolutely in love with this collection. Absolutely stunning. And I think honestly, like, some of these dry swatches are equally as pretty. I mean, this goldish one I think is beautiful. I think that the iridescent shade is beautiful. Just really, really nice all around. And so I think that Chaos Cosmetics is a company that absolutely, I'm gonna be looking for some more of their stuff to see what else they come up with. And I would recommend you guys check them out as well. They were very reasonably priced for what you were getting. They did have bundle options as well, and so I would make sure you guys keep checking them out. I will say, don't Google Chaos Cosmetics, just because when I tried that took me to a different company. So it's just Chaos Cosmetics, and they have a Store Envy store where they sell their stuff. And fun fact, they are stationed out of Phoenix, Arizona. So woot woot, supporting my fellow Arizonians. Is that Arizonians? I don't know. I gotta get the verbiage down. But yeah, so I would highly recommend that you guys go and check them out because this is just fantastic. They did such an amazing job with this, and I'll make sure to link down in the description down below what their actual store link is, so that in case you are someone that doesn't have an Instagram, you can still go check them out. So all of that will be linked down below for all of you guys. But give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing more from Chaos Cosmetics. And if there's any other indie brands you guys are wanting to have me check out, I have a bunch already lined up that I'm going to be showing you guys. But I really enjoyed this. I thought this format was kind of fun, just having me swatch stuff, you know, showing you guys all the different shades that are out there. I thought it was fun, just a cute short little video to show you guys what all they have to offer. But let me know what you guys thought down below. If you made it to the end of this video and you have not yet subscribed, I would sure love it if you would kick a subscribe my way. You know, come join my family. See what else there is that can be had from indie brands. I do on occasion talk about mainstream brands too, but it seems like more and more these days it's just indie brands. But yeah, I do check out some other regular brands as well on occasion. So kind of here for everything, but especially colorful makeup. That is the key. But yeah, this was my video on Chaos Cosmetics, and you guys just go have a good one.